You wanna do something nasty? Hit it!
Welcome back to another video of the V70R, this car behind me. Today I'm gonna show you how I switch out one of the big bushings in the rear. The bushing sits in the subframe and connects a control arm that goes down to, I guess you can call it a rear spindle. The drive shaft goes in the middle of that spindle, and where you mount the brakes and all that stuff. Both bushings on this car was pretty shot. I think they are original to the car, which means they are 20 years old, so they were kind of shot. So I figured I'm gonna do this video separately, because I'm already doing a video of all the stuff I'm doing on the rear of this car, the brakes and whatnot, and that video is gonna be too long and have too much stuff going on, so I want to do this separately. I watched a video of a guy switching this bushing out on a Volvo XC70, which is also a four-wheel driven car. Basically the same parts in the rear, looks the same, and that guy, he dropped the whole subframe in the rear just to be able to switch out this bushing. And as I was looking at this car, I thought to myself that I should be able to do this without dropping the whole subframe. It's tight, but it's definitely doable. I bought a special tool for pressing bushings on Amazon, which I'm going to show you. And I had to modify that tool to be able to get it to fit. But once I did that, I mean, I think it was pretty straightforward. The hardest part is to get the long screw inside the bushing and get it out of the new bushing when you have pressed it in. So, which I'm going to show you. Yeah, so just wanted to show you that, how I did it, and I think it went pretty smooth, so check it out. Peace. Alright, this is the bushing pressing tool that I bought on Amazon. As you can see, it contains lots of pieces. These were the pieces that I ended up using. I'm gonna show you them a bit closer. Alright, I just wanted to show you my bushing pressing tool that I modified. First off, I cut the screw. It's 17 centimeters long. I think this would be doable and a bit easier if it was 16 centimeters. I'm gonna cut it off 1 centimeter when I'm doing it on the right side of the car. Then I ended up modifying this piece, which the nut sits like that inside there, and then the screw goes inside like that. So this was too big initially. It had like 2 more steps, and the same with this one. It was like that one, but they were both I think 6 steps. So I had to cut this one as well. As you can see, it's really small. And then I had to cut this one to be able to get this one in the subframe together with this one, like that. And then you put the screw or the nut like that, and then you put the screw inside like that, inside the bushing, and then you take this piece, which I also had to cut and modify because it was too big, and you put it like that, and you put the nut on this side, like so, and then you push, you screw. I screwed this side because it was much easier, but it doesn't matter which side because it's gonna come out this way anyway. And then you press the bushing out of the subframe and into this pipe or socket. Yeah, and then when you gonna push in the new bushing, you do it the reversed way. But then I used the smaller one because you don't need to use the big one, because the subframe, the bushing is gonna slide into the subframe anyway, so you just need something to hold the subframe on the other side, like that. So you got the new bushing right here, which you're pressing in while this sits on the other side of the subframe, and just, yeah, holding against it. Went really smooth. Can really recommend this tool. You have to modify it to be able to do it, but I mean, I think this is gonna be able to use it on any other car as well, even if it's modified. So usually you don't have like super big bushings, and you can always put them like that together, so you're always gonna be able to use it anyway. All right. Here's the bushing that we're gonna replace, and to be able to do that, we're gonna have to remove this bracket that holds the brake line. This is a 12mm screw head that it sits on the frame, and the brake hose is 14mm, and the brake line and nut is 13mm. So I'm gonna start by removing the brake line, and then I'll remove the bracket, and then I can access the bushing or the control arm bolt. Alright, I'm gonna start by unbolting this one. I'm gonna go get another key. Okay, I think it's loose. I'm gonna try to loosen the bracket. This brake line looks much better than the one on the other side, so Not gonna replace that one. I am gonna paint this bracket like I did on the other side. I can put it here like that. Alright, now we're gonna loosen these bolts, this one right here and the upper one. Alright, gonna start by loosening this one. It's a 17mm screw head. That one's loose. I'm gonna loosen the lower one. It's also a 17mm. See if I can knock this one loose. Yeah, that bushing is no good. Go. Lower control arm is out. Gonna touch up this paint and paint all the unpainted areas around here. Alright, gonna push this bushing out using the pressing tool. I'm gonna start by trying to get the screw in, which is not so easy. One of the hardest parts when doing this. Let's see, but I've made it a bit shorter than the other side, so hopefully it's gonna go in. We'll see. Yeah, got it. And then we're gonna put this one in first, and then this one. Like so. And then we're gonna take the screw, push the okay. Then we're gonna Put this one over that, and then this one. Let's see if it fits now. Hopefully it does. Yeah, that's gonna work. Oops, take the nut. Okay, got it locked in place, and now it's just to start Alright, I'm gonna get going again on this one. Okay. To take off my shirt because it was so hot. It's getting hot in here. I don't know if this is too big to go inside. Maybe it is. I might need to replace it, so I'm gonna reverse it and switch out the sockets. Alright, ready to roll. I switched out this socket to a smaller one, so it's gonna fit inside. coming. And we got it. It's out. Boop. Then I'm just gonna push the new one in. I got it at home in the freezer, so it's gonna be small, and I'm gonna heat this one up, clean it up and heat it up. Alright, here we got the new bushing. I put it in the freezer with some water, so it's nice and cool. And then I'm gonna heat up the subframe with the heat gun, and yeah, slide it in, so to speak. Time to put the lower control arm in place. I've been painting it with POR 15 rust preventive. I'm gonna put some Loctites in this one. Not gonna tighten it until I get the, the lower bolt in. And as you can see, this is pretty far off. So what you need to do is you need to put the jack underneath and lift the spindle up, so you can get it into the right position. Put some Loctite here. So that's how you replace the subframe bushing for the lower control arm on the Volvo V70Rs and XC70s. Alright, stay tuned for more stuff on this V70R. Coming up, assembling all this stuff on the car.